So what is the routine that you will never miss to support you to outlive and live a healthy life?
Well, from an exercise standpoint, I lift weights 4 days a week. I do cardio 4 days a week, and I do this thing called rucking 2 to 4 days a week. Rucking is carrying a heavy backpack. So getting, a good cardio workout going up the hills and getting a really good kind of leg workout down the hills, as you have to basically prevent yourself from going too quickly.
What are the benefits of rucking?
I think there are so many, right? So you do get this short burst aerobic or anaerobic workout as you're bursting up the hills. And you really work on what's called eccentric strength when you're going down the hill. So eccentric strength, of course, is the strength of a muscle as it is lengthening, which is not something we mostly train. So if you're doing a leg extension or a leg curl, you're strengthening the muscle in its shortening phase, which is concentric. That's important, but it's equally, if not slightly more important, at least in an aging individual, to be training the muscle to get stronger as it's getting longer. That's how most people end up hurting themselves. Most people don't fall walking upstairs or walking up a curb. They fall walking down the curb because they don't have the deceleration.
And the balance and the stability and the strength to go down. Interesting.
So you're getting that benefit. And then frankly, I would say at least 50% of the benefit is the psychological benefit, because I don't ruck with music or my phone, not listening to an podcast or anything like that. It's a very specific activity that I do to be out in the middle of nowhere. So you've read Michael Easter's book, I'm sure, The Comfort Crisis.
I haven't read this one yet,
but
you know
Michael.
The concept.
Yeah. And so Michael writes a lot about this in The Comfort Crisis, and sort of the benefits of being in nature without any interruption. And I think that that's probably something that we don't fully appreciate the importance of for humans, right? Is like we didn't evolve out of nature. And yet, if you think about how many people don't spend any time in nature, that's very jarring, I think, to our psyche, to our nervous system. This environment we're sitting in is incredibly foreign. Like we didn't evolve in this environment. We've only had an environment like this for 100 years or less.
Right.
So that's not even a fraction of time from an evolutionary perspective. So I feel strongly that being outdoors every day is really important, and this is a great way to be outdoors.